Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Yoga for Everybody session today. My name is Skyla Ramirez. Let's get started. So if you're able to stand, go ahead and stand up. And of course, if you know that you'd rather stay seated today, you are welcome to scoot back and get comfortable into your chair or scoot to the edge of the chair if you've been having any back pain. So from any position that you're in, let's go ahead and get started first with a little bit of breathing. Go ahead and take one hand up over your chest. And let's place the other hand onto the belly so that we're able to provide just a little bit of support to the body, a little bit of awareness to the breath in the body today. Having that one hand on the belly as you inhale, push your stomach out into your hand, then let the breath rise up into your heart. And as the breath rises, lift your chest a little bit. So even if you're seated, you're able to pull up and back, working with a little bit of a corrective posture exercise with your breath. As we exhale, we relax the chest and then pull the stomach muscles in nice and tight. So we're activating a little bit of core. Inhale down into the belly moves out. Bring the breath into your heart, lift the chest. Exhale, relax the chest, then relax the heart. Let's try just a few more like this. Inhale, belly, up through the ribs, up to your heart. And then exhale, relax your heart and pull your belly in. Inhaling belly, through the side ribs, up to the heart. Exhale, heart, side ribs, and belly. Just one more. Breathing easy in through the nose. And then breathe out from your throat. Let's try a few easy sighs of relief, keeping that breath. Build it up. Big inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Just one more. Big breath. Belly to the heart. Exhale, ha breath. Let's bring our hands together at the heart. And again, if you're seated, you're welcome to stay and maybe just move the arms only or come into standing. Let's step our left foot back. Open up the arms with the palms up and pull those elbows back behind you. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come forward. Press the palms together and step to center. Inhaling, right foot back. Both arms open, pull up through the heart. Exhale, bend the front knee and push off that back leg. So we're keeping this rhythm a few more times, inhaling as we step back and open, exhaling, step forward to close. And maybe once you've seen this a few times and practiced it with the breath, maybe try closing your eyes while you do the movement. Naturally, when we close our eyes, we might feel a little bit of a challenge with the balance. That's okay. We are wanting our nervous system to learn how to balance based on feelings. So corrective sensations are what we're using during the practice. Inhaling back and open. Eyes open or closed. Exhale forward. Let's do just one more on each side. Pace it with your breath. Heavy exhales. Exhale is more important than the inhale. We got to get that stale air out so we can take another good breath. Let's meet at center, pressing the palms into the chest. Inhale, sweep those arms around and up overhead. Big breath in, reaching straight up towards the sky. And then exhale, turn the palms forward and take it back and around. Inhale, sweep it up. Nice big circle. Exhale, take it back. Try adding in that breath with a ha. Big inhale. Exhale, heavy. Two more. Open up the chest, warming up the shoulders. One more. Exhale, ha breath. From here, let's bring those hands together at the heart. Step your left foot back and bend the right knee. Inhale, bring those arms up, straight up to the sky to find warrior one pose. Holding it here, look straight ahead. If you are wanting to work on improving your posture today, maybe take the hands down in front of your body. Turn the palms in so that you can see the palms of your hands. And now reach up and push back, working on strengthening the shoulders and strengthening the muscles that help to keep our spine long. Inhale, straighten that right leg, reach straight up with both hands. Imagine you're holding onto a bowling ball. So there is this dynamic sensation of pressing up and overhead like you're holding a weight. Let's turn the palms forward. And as we exhale, we'll pull those elbows back and lunge forward. Push the hips back. Inhale, bring the hands forward, palms in as if you're holding a bowling ball, straightening the right leg. Exhale, palms forward. Pull the elbows back and lean forward. Keep pressing back into that left heel with the right knee bent. Inhale, right leg straight, both arms up, holding onto your bowling ball. Reach it up, look up, big breath. Exhale, palms forward, lunge it forward and pull the elbows back, nice and slow. Just one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it back, nice and slow. Elbows drawing in by the waist. From here, let's take the hands onto our hips. A little bit of a low back strengthener here. Let's straighten the right leg. Push the hips back and maybe come down just a third or even a quarter of the way, not too far forward. Holding it here, we have the option to keep the spine supported with hands on the hips, or maybe work with just another layer of effort. You can reach the hands back behind you, palms are facing down, working on strengthening the muscles alongside the spine. We're pressing our shoulders towards our hips. Lengthen out through the neck and the throat, and really flip those hips back, creating a back bend. Let's bend that right knee. Inhale, bring the arms overhead again. Centering the energy in the body with warrior one, closing the eyes. Take a moment to just feel how the body is always calibrating to stay balanced. At least a couple more breaths here. Inhale, reaching dynamically through the fingertips and pressing back through that left heel. Just one more easy breath. Exhale, press the palms to your heart. Step it forward so that your feet are at about hips width distance. Let's inhale, sweep those arms back and around. Exhale, sweep them back and around. This time, pull the palms forward, palms facing up at shoulder height, and sit the hips back to find chair pose. Inhale, pull those hands back, sweep them overhead. Exhale, back and around, palms facing up and sitting the hips back. Just an easy chair flow to reset the hips and strengthen the legs. Inhale, arms go back and up. Reach up dynamically towards the sky. And then exhale, take those hands back. Push the hips back, palms facing up, finding that strong dynamic chair expression. Let's bring it to standing and mountain, hands coming to the heart. Stepping the right foot back this time, bending the left knee. Inhale, reaching both arms straight up and overhead as if you're holding onto a bowling ball. Continuing to lunge forward and pull the shoulders back. Maybe even lift through the head and the neck. Option to hold it here, or maybe experiment with bringing the hands down in front of your face, palms forward, and then pushing up and pressing back, palms behind us. Pulling up through the ribs and the heart, looking up towards the sky, keeping a healthy bend in that left knee. Big inhale to the center of the chest. Let's straighten that front leg, reach straight up, palms forward. Exhale, pull the elbows down and behind you, lunging forward and leaning forward just a little bit with the spine. Keep pressing back into that right heel. Inhale, left leg straight, arms overhead. Exhale, palms forward. Press into that right heel, lunge forward, bend the left knee and draw those elbows in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, pull it down, lean forward. Just one or two more. And of course, at any time, you could always close your eyes, experiment with that expression of leaning into how you feel for guidance. Just one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Let's hold those elbows in tight. Maybe take the hands here onto the hips. Leaning forward, we can even straighten that left leg. Feeling as if that right hip is dropping forward just a little bit, as if that right hip is trying to turn in towards the left knee, creating a stretch along your back. To work a little more with the low back strengthener, release the hands behind you, palms facing down. Reaching behind us, we can feel our shoulders pressing away from the ears, the muscles along the sides of the spine and the back of the body and along the trunk of the body might become a little tight. We are using this to strengthen the trunk of the body, the core obliques, the low back, lats, and traps. From here, let's bend that front knee. Inhale, take the arms up, establishing that strong warrior one stance again. This time, lower the head enough so that an egg could roll off your head and close the eyes. Let your body just sort of lean into its natural orbit. Whenever we close the eyes, it's common to feel a little bit of a sway in the body. Practice the exhale with a sigh. One more, inhale and exhale, sigh. Let's bring our hands to the heart. Step it so that the feet are at the width of the pelvis bones again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, palms up, hips pressing back into that chair flow. Inhale, sweep it back, reach up. Exhale, back and around, palms up, hips go back. One more, inhale, take it back. Exhale, sweeping and sitting the hips back, reaching the fingertips forward. Let's bring our hands onto the thighs, straightening out the legs as much as the back permits. If there's any pain behind the knees or any pain in the back, keep that healthy bend in the knees. That'll help prevent pressure. From wherever we are, we're going to exhale and begin to lower the chest towards the thighs, eventually dropping the head and the neck to relieve tension in the spine. The hands may walk down to the shins or even touching the floor. If you have a chair close by or even a desk that you would like to lean into, you can always put your hands on a chair or a desk and let your head hang loose. Wherever we are with this, let's shake the head yes. Turn it left and right. Let the body hang like a rag doll and practice some heavy exhales here, relaxing the jaw. Let's try it together on the count of 3. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hang that head nice and loose. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift a little bit. 1, 2, 3, release. Let that head hang loose. Last one, inhale, come up just a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, let that head hang loose. From here, let's walk the hands up to the thighs. Take the feet out wide, maybe as wide as your hips or wider. Then bend the knees. With the feet wide, turn the toes out into a plie position. This can also be done seated in a chair. We're pushing our hips back if we're standing. From seated, we're just leaning forward, keeping the hands or your elbows on your thighs. Moving into our cat and cow expression. Inhale, drop the belly, push the hips back. Straighten your arms to lift the spine, propping up your shoulders, head, and neck. Open through the throat and the chin, working on healthy thyroid. As we exhale, let's pull the tailbone under. Round through the spine, pull the navel in and drop the head. Cat pose. Inhale, hips pressing back, flipping the hips, coming forward through the heart, leading and opening through the crown of the head and the throat. Exhale, drawing the tailbone under, pull the navel in and drop the chin to the chest. Just one more flow like that. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Hold it in cat position. Although this position might feel counterintuitive when it comes to improving posture, this position is essential for relieving things like chronic fatigue or even adrenal fatigue. We're stretching over the kidneys and over the adrenal glands. Now, on the next few exhales, exhale as if you're trying to fog a mirror, keeping this nice, soft, round shape in the spine. Inhale, breathe into the backs of your lungs. And then exhale, fogging the mirror. Inhale, breathe to that space under your shoulder blades. Exhale, hog breath. Last one, big inhale. And exhale, hog breath. Let's slowly flip the hips back, finding a neutral spine. Walk the feet in so that the toes are forward, the feet are touching, creating a flat back at this time as we begin to wring out the spine. Let's take our right hand over to the left thigh. Sweep that left arm around, bring the knuckles to your low back, keeping a soft bend in the knees. As we inhale, we're twisting towards the left, looking over the left shoulder. If this is creating any pain in your neck or shoulders, maybe turn the gaze and look down more at the floor or just past your nose in the direction of the heart. Breathe into your upper left lung. One more. Both hands come to the thighs. Exhale, relax. Maybe slide those hands down all the way to the floor if it's comfortable. Hang like a rag doll, at least one big exhale like a rag doll. Let's take our time to walk the hands to the shins and the thighs, pushing the hips back, creating a flat back, more of a neutral spine. Let's bring our left hand over to the right thigh. Circle that right hand back behind you, placing the knuckles of the right hand near the low back. As we inhale now, we're pulling that right shoulder back, twisting to the right, keeping a soft bend in the knees, breathing mostly into that upper right lung. Position the neck and head where there is as little tension as possible in the body. One more big breath in, inhale. And now exhale, release it to center. Inhale in place. Exhale, relax down like a rag doll. Counterposed, soften out of that twist. Shake the head, yes. And turn the head left and right. Let's find a still point for the body. Draw the hands up from the shins to the thighs. Let's bend our knees deep and push the hips back. Loading into our feet, we'll slowly walk the hands up to come to standing. Go ahead and kick all that off and relax your arms. Now, if you have a chair nearby, I'll encourage you to go ahead and grab it. And for our last few minutes together in our class, we'll do a couple of movements from the chair that can be really useful in helping our posture throughout the day. Let's scoot to the very edge of the chair, bringing the hands in front of us. Circle back with your elbows a few times. So we're keeping the elbows deeply bent. That way we're not putting so much strain on the bicep muscle, and the biceps can pull on your neck, and that tension can go all the way up to your ears and your head, even to the jaw. So we're keeping those elbows bent as we pull back to gently open the chest and strengthen the muscles behind the heart. Let's do one more. Inhale, open, sweep it back and pull it down. From here, let those hands from pressing in at center, let them sweep straight back. And we'll either hold on to the back of the chair or take the hands down to the seat of the chair. Either way, those arms are pressing behind us while the heart is able to move forward. As we inhale, let's lengthen through the crown of the head, keeping those hips firmly rooted to our seat. Leaning forward just a little bit, feeling as if you're holding on to that chair with your hands and you're pulling your heart up while the shoulders press away from the ears. Inhaling, opening the throat, revisiting those energies that are in the thyroid area. Breathe into the center of the chest. Imagine that your heart is like one big lung. Big inhale. Exhale, relax. 2 more. Big breath in. Last one. From here, bring it to center. Moving into a gentle side bend. Let's open the right hand. Sweep it back. Bring it straight up towards the sky. Push down into your right hip. Inhale, maybe take that left hand across to your rib. So it's right by the waist, and then above that waistline, you'll feel the bones of the ribs. On the next inhale, pull up right here. This is an area that can get really tight in the body, and it can cause the liver to maybe seize up on us a little bit. So this is, in yoga, this is managing the energies that are responsible for helping us to have healthy iron levels in the body. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, slowly come to center. Inhale, circle that left hand back. Big circle, reach it up. Holding on to 1,000 helium balloons. There's that sensation of a lift on the left side of your body. Let's take our right hand across and find the waist. Maybe come up a little bit and pull up on the bones, opening up the left side of the body. We're stimulating the energies that help us to absorb essential nutrients, energies that help us with digestion and elimination processes, getting out toxins. We can look up. On the next inhale, breathe deep, reach, pull up on that rib, push that left hip down. One more big breath, pull up on that rib. And now exhale, relax it all. Let's close with a little twist today from seated. Open the palms, inhale, reach it back, sweep it overhead. Twist towards your left, lowering the right hand to the left thigh, and the left hand can come down to your seat. Using that right hand for a little bit of leverage, we're drawing that right shoulder forward, left shoulder blade pulling back, and maybe turning to look over the left shoulder. Let's bring the arms overhead. Inhale. Both arms reaching towards the sky. Exhale, twisting to the right. Bringing that left hand across. Right hand down to our chair. Lengthen through the spine on the inhale. Twist on the exhale. Drawing the right shoulder back. Left shoulder pressing forward. At least one more easy breath here. Next inhale, both arms overhead. Left arm lifts, right arm lifts, reaching straight up. Let's just center the energy in the spine. Exhale, bring those hands down to your thighs and knees. Come forward with your belly. Pull up through the ribs. You're in a seated cow expression, pressing the hips back. Belly pulling forward, ribs coming up, opening the throat. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale forward, seated cow. Pull up, pull those hips back, lean forward. Exhale, bring it to center. Easy does it. Last one, inhale forward. Pull up, open the throat. Exhale, bring it back. From here, let's simply sit for a moment, hand to the belly, the other to the heart, either sitting back in the chair or again, just comfortably seated away from the back of the chair, no pressure on the lungs. Lower the chin enough so that an egg could roll off your head, alleviating any tension at the base of the skull or along your spine. Inhale into the belly, push the stomach out, build the breath up to your chest, lift the heart. Exhale, relax the heart, relax the belly, pull the navel to the spine. 2 more easy breaths like this. Inhale, belly to the heart. Exhale from the heart and the belly. Inhaling, belly to the heart. Add in a sigh of relief here. Exhale. In closing, you're welcome to join me with hands at the heart, bowing to close. Namaste, everyone. Go enjoy your beautiful week, and I will see you next week in our Yoga for Everybody session, Skills in Self-Care. Have a great day.